Yeah, I'm wondering. The teams are allowed to replace a player at any point, which will result in 20% point penalty to all points acquired up until the replacement. So it's because the points are held by the team. But I'm just wondering if it's 3 players, is that 60% or is it just 20% for a one-time switching of players?
I would think it's each, to be honest, but yeah, I guess I'm not 100% sure. Either way, it's going to be. I mean, they need to do very well at the majors, no doubt,
Yeah.
to have any chance. You got to get there first. So there's all that. Earth Spirit in the third spot for complexity. Z Freak, he's up there on that list. Maybe not as iconic as a Jerax or a Crit as we were talking about before, but definitely a hero that he can play comfortably.
Yeah, and a good early tempo hero, giving some space to Spectre, allowing for some good setups as well. The magic damage is quite good against Tidehunter, and Wyvern. Silence, good against Puck. I like it.
So the Tide for forward. So it's either going to be an MSS Puck or the CCNC Puck.
Dire team pick.
Okay, it's going to be an MSS Puck likely because that's going to be a CCNC Death Prophet in the fourth spot.
Yeah, we're starting to see this hero more and more. The 404 build usually. Exorcism picked up at like level 9 or 10. And just heavy lane domination.
10 seconds remaining.
Very hard to deal with for most mid laners. And then once you have that Exorcism online,
5 seconds
grouping
remaining.
up around it, they've got great team fight on forward gaming with the Ravage, the Coil, and the Curse.
Mm-hmm.
And the save on Death Prophet is actually really nice with the Wyvern as well.
So what about like a limp Ancient Apparition now?
Does he even play that hero?
I don't think so. Matchup against DP. No, yeah, probably not.
I could see a limp Tiny being a pick here. The burst damage is really good against most of the heroes on forward.
Yep.
Radiant team
Doesn't really care
back.
about Cold Embrace. And gonna stick with the Shadow Fiend though.
The Greaves also very good against Death Prophet.
Yep. And not one that's, he's obviously not a melee hero. He's not necessarily too concerned about a Death Prophet in the laning phase either, I would think. So, and we talk about Tiny and Limp, of course, a very iconic combo, but I think top 3 for sure for him is definitely Shadow Fiend included. So, very comfortable there.
5 seconds remaining.
So both teams have their mid heroes already. It's going to be a complexity going with their death hero most likely last, aka their off lane. I still think the Sand King is, why not? It's very comfortable for him, and they can still use some decent initiation, team fight.
I'd love to see a hero that picks up Veil for complexity. They've got so much magic damage on their side.
I mean, who does that,
10
though?
seconds
Potentially.
remaining.
I mean, a Sand King, potentially, I guess.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Offlane Zeus.
Yeah.
Now we're thinking. Yeah, if it's the global synergy.
Yeah, they already broke from that.
I mean,
Spirit pick.
I guess.
Dire team pick.
They banned Terrorblade. Alright, so they got 18 seconds reserve time, so I'm going to have to choose shortly here.
Team pick.
And they'll choose pretty quickly. It's he's banned a lot.
I can't believe that he made it to the last phase.
Yeah.
That is one of Death's favorite heroes to play.
Yeah, I just assumed that he was banned because he's been banned so much, and like you said, Death actually plays this hero a lot too. So, but definitely go Brewmaster if he's left open.
Yeah, it gives them a lot more team fight than they already had, or control in the team fights at least.
5 seconds remaining.
So forward, what is the answer here? Final pick.
What do you pick against a Brew?
Juggernaut. I go back. It's not bad once again, maybe, but. Is that enough? I think Juggernaut's actually pretty good here. Again.
Phantom Assassin. Now select your heroes.
A little dangerous with PA. The Cinder Brew. We've seen before. You can do some damage to yourself. But overall, good hero.
Yeah, you're also quite good against the Brew later on in the game, being able to kill all the Brewlings It's one of the few heroes that can match up pretty well against Spectre in the late game. We'll see. They're going to need to make a lot of space for UR. This is definitely going to have to be one of those like hard carry PAs, I feel like.
Yeah, of course. This is definitely a 4-1 strategy. You know, get early momentum with Death Prophet and push some objectives, but Phantom Assassin absolutely going to be your late game takeover. But again, you're dealing with a Spectre. We've seen a lot of Phantom Assassin recently, but I can't say we've seen a lot of PA versus Spectre matchups recently. And Spectre is considered very good himself come the late game too. So, not sure.
Where's your break mechanic is the question on forward. You don't want some sort of break, maybe.
Yeah. Hell, both sides could actually use a break as far as the effect goes, because you're dealing with not only a PA but a Tide Hunter on the other side too. So, but yeah, the MSS Puck. So they second pick a Puck support. That really is something. And whether or not that was intended from the beginning, I guess we don't know. But
he's definitely a believer in this hero. He's one of the few people that consistently.
I know we've seen it before, and again, there's been glimpses of it here and there. I know Crit's played it for EG several times, stuff like that. But again, just not your typical support hero to see. This isn't necessarily their tournament lives on the line, I want to reiterate. It's you lose this series, just like the same earlier with J-Storm. They're still in it. You just go down to the lower bracket. And tomorrow, you'll get a chance to compete in what will be 4 teams remaining, playing for 1 spot. In a couple of best out of 3s there that you'll have to win. So, still will have a chance, but it ain't going to be easy. That's for sure. Olymp, a very interesting position there. He actually goes into this camp and places the ward in the mid lane, right at the tower. So, making sure not to be seen there. Clever.
30 seconds to battle.
Spectre is down at the bottom right now, by the way. So they're going to... They're planning to go aggressive, or maybe waiting to see what the lanes are going to be. As Tide is bottom lane too.
So who's dodging who is the question here.
I would think Spectre's dodging.
Dodging the Tide?
Yeah, this PA Tide,
The battle begins.
Well, no, going up against the Tide. Dodging because I think they saw that they were heading top with this. And so they want to send him down here to match up against the Tide.
Yeah, either way, it's not the greatest matchup for the Spectre.
Well, we're going to have trial lanes on either side. Just a matter of which team, if any, is going to react to it first.
Will also be a nice start for Death then. He's going to get an early level 6. Assuming he doesn't feed here. He's going to be harassed very heavily. Start the lane.
Death off the bat is also, speaking of harassment, the Wyverns putting the Arctic Burn. So, of course, both offlaners setting up to be in a troublesome spot. At least Snake King's getting some experience. In fact, he hits level 2 right there. So he gets the better of it.
First force CS of the game.
Z-Freak, he's going mid. He sees the courier. He's going to try to snipe it. Oh, where's the courier going? It's going north. CNC picked up on it. So no courier snipe. Well played there.
Limp is super low. CNC doing a great job bullying him. Utilizing that early base damage advantage. Z-Freak still hanging out.
Yeah. He's like, I know it went somewhere. It's going to be coming back if he's patient enough. But it doesn't look like. Yeah, he'll fall back. I mean, this whole time, of course, 4Gaming knows that he's not being seen this whole time, so they're a little suspicious, I'm sure. But we already have Wyvern coming to the bottom lane now. But now Earth Spirit's heading back down here. And Tide's pushed up pretty far. He already has Kraken Shell, though. 343 is going to TP back to base. Pick up his items, regen, make his way back in. Oh, they're going.
TP's in.
KitRack, he doesn't have anything to use. All he can do is auto attack right now. They're going to block. Great hero blocking coming out, but it's just a little too tanky on that Tide.
Yeah, no Sprout leveled up, so 343 just trying to add the Blightstone damage in his own right clicks to get the kill.
Mid matchup, CZNC 12-4, Limp 8-3. Similar to last time, as kind of expected. Death Prophet with the early lead. I'd assume Limp's going to recover, though. Tide again, he's not afraid to push out. I mean, he's level 3 now, so he has his level 2 Anchor Smash. He's doing good, especially when you compare it to, well, I guess Death is actually level 3 too. For some reason I thought he was going to be under-leveled, but he's managed to get some decent experience up there.
Yeah, he's just taking a lot of damage. He's already chewed through regen. The right clicks from Puck are very strong. But he's got a wand, so he's going to be fine. He's getting those levels. That's really all Brew needs in the early game.
Yeah. Perfect location. Roll in, but can they really do much? Yeah, he's just going to harass on the Tidener, at least send him back. But overall, Tide's still feeling cozy. Spectre is having some good farm, though, but so is Phantom Assassin. So the cores on either side are managing to do very well. It's really the Brewmaster, the only one that's kind of behind, at least when it comes to CS.
This laning stage is definitely favoring forward pretty heavily. Z-Freak is still only level 1, getting very low here. He's having no contribution in this early game as an Earth Spirit, which is kind of the vital part of the game as the hero.
Come to me.
343 is being run down. He's going to survive, but yeah, that is definitely concerning for compLexity. He's going to pick up a regen rune at least. May head back towards the middle lane. I think he was pinged out, though. At least KitRack pinged the area. I don't know if that was for the sake of maybe to say maybe a rune's there, but Earth Spirit's coming in, and right now Death Prophet, he's pretty far back.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't even know. Siphon on the Earth Spirit. Oh, here's
Nature's. He was thinking about it.
Thought about it.
Level 3 Raise on Shadow Fiend. He does have Raindrop now, though.
So he seems to know something weird is happening right now.
Yeah.
Or does he?
he's tempting it. There we go. There's the roll-in. Again, that's all he can do because he's level 1. The Siphon comes out, and yeah, Limp just really can't follow it up enough.
Steals back all the damage that he took from the race. Z-Freak still level 1 at 5 minutes.
The seeds of fortune.
That is a yikes, Breaky.
That's a yikes.
That is a yikes.
He's not too happy right now. But Z-Freak is a calm individual. Many of times. I'm sure he's doing just fine.
2. Nice job.
See, he's fine. he's recovered. He's good.
The CS discrepancy by Yawar, though, is looking pretty nice for forward. Death got bullied very heavily, and now Yawar is able to zone against the Brew.
We saw last game. He had a very good start on Juggernaut, too, and, of course, did a completely different game here with the draft and everything, but still making the point that, to be fair, you do have a Spectres can also recover and become scary as well. Also don't know exactly what he's going to be building yet, but if it's like we've seen before, then and perhaps something like the drums earlier on, and much more of an aggressive Spectre build, not going to go the long con of the Radiance and etc. Or maybe he will. Same thing for Shadow Fiend. The question is, does he go the Guardian Greaves again? And it feels like that it really is just such a good item on the hero, no matter what kind of pace you're looking for earlier on. It translates well, and yeah, you're dealing with a couple of silences already, so probably.
Yeah, at least in the pro scene, I don't think I've seen any Shadow Fiend anything besides the Guardian Greaves.
Top. Don't have a first blood yet. 6.5 minutes in. Still without one. Earth Spirit's up here, but again, he's still level 2 now, so he's trying to soak some experience. Death will just throw down that Cinder Brew. Thunderclap and then run. He's got a bottle. Bottom lane. Might see a kill down here. 3-for-3. He's trying to TP out. Not in time. Just not in time. KitRack credit for the kill.
He's got higher net worth than he's ever had before on the Winter Wyvern. Very sacrificial player. He'll take the first blood.
Yeah,
Get some boots.
Why not? Got the boots. Picks them up. Nature's Prophet comes back, though, and he'll destroy an Observer Ward, at least. So, good use of the teleport there. Spectre for now.
Look at the difference. Oh, CC&C makes the Exorcism rotation to PA's lane.
So they're going to try
did just hit 6, though.
Yeah, going to try to push this tower, but yeah, you're right. With the Primal Split ready, compLexity feels like they could defend it if they wanted to. And doesn't look like that they're going to commit to anything anyway. CC&C is ported back to the mid lane. Bottom lane, 3-4-3 again, more harassment. Snaking's running in. He has Ravage. He's going to use it. Anchor Smash, they're killing one. Can they kill both? Spectre? Another Anchor Smash in 2. He's not going to run for it, though, with the wand use. Choosing not to chase after him with a stick, excuse me. Either way, though, blocking with the Nature's Prophet. The Treants doing their job. Tidehunter. There's the Primal Split, and Tide is definitely going to fall here. Anchor Smash will not save him, so Miracle gets the turn kill in the end on the Tide.
Yep, and he hits level 6 off of it. So Haunt is online. Same time, Bruce Split is used, and that means that CC&C can pop the Exorcism and look to pressure a tower.
He's doing that here mid. Exorcism only has like 5 more seconds, though, so he's not going to get the tower kill, just simply some damage. Oh, there you go. Nice to find a regen rune right next to you. So he'll pick that up, and now he's going to the top lane. Again, doesn't have Exorcism, but he's going to maybe try to pressure this tier 1 tower still.
Is under attack.
Not much to go on in the mid lane. He lets Puck take it over for now. TP in from Spectre. They're going to run after him. PA and Death Prophet coming together, but with the dagger, he's way too slippery. But yeah, Death Prophet up here without Exorcism and the PA. It's a little interesting because compLexity now going to collapse onto them. Phantom Assassin can get the Phantom Strike off. The silence wearing off. There we go. Phantom Strike for the TP. They do not have a stop. And he will get out. CC&C.
No TP.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they know this. He is in a horrible spot. Fairy Fire. They're just going to run after him. He's got the Siphon. The roll's just out of range. The dagger going to get in there, though. There's the slow. Kitrak going to do what he can, which is not enough. Okay, I don't know if that was just on cooldown. No, yeah, he buys one as he dies, and it's off cooldown there at least. So
A bit of a mistake by CC&C. There's no reason to die there. I feel like after he gave the TP out to Yawar, just need to have one in his inventory.
Bounty runes controlled. We got Tidehunter picking up this bottom one at least. Hey, it goes back to that rotation in the first place without Exorcism again. Felt a little funky considering it was just the Phantom Assassin up there too. But either way, he dies, going to come back up. compLexity reacts to it appropriately. And we are going to see the drums build on Spectre, but we're also going to see the Battle Fury, of course, for Phantom Assassin as far as the item choice goes. So
yep.
The farm begin.
With this particular lineup, you need to have that PA scaling towards the late game.
I'll never touch the stuff.
All right, they catch up to death there. And they take out the Brewmaster before he can get away. You see Arcane Boots meanwhile on Shadow Fiend, so the confirmation coming out that it is going to be the Guardian Greaves build for Limp. Earth Spirit, he's level 4, so him and Nature's Prophet both level 4, so a little bit under-leveled, but they're trying to be active up at the top lane. Phantom Assassin, he just simply runs away, though. And PA's just sticking to this top lane, and figure at this point of the game may have transitioned back to the bottom lane and taking the safe farm down there, but he's not afraid to farm up here.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it seems like Forward really needs to use an Exorcism to take a tower, because right now they're stuck in this just regular laning stage split of the map. They definitely want to have access to the enemy jungle, or at least some extra space for the PA to farm. They've got Ravage up, so I'd like to see Snaking grouping up with the Exorcism to actually take a fight soon.
Hunt, where are they going? He's going to the bottom lane, trying to get the chase over here after Kitrak. They already got the Tidehunter. And they're going to catch Wyvern as well. So the Haunt in, the team was ready to fight, and they get a double kill on Miracle. This might open up a top push at least for Forward. Or not even
Complexity's
necessarily.
just playing faster.
Yeah.
They're just playing faster right now.
See, Freak, he'll just harass a little bit, pull the creep wave, make it extra annoying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it goes back to how they play Spectre as well. It's they don't use Spectre as you know, Radiance, we're gonna farm into the late game. They play, as you mentioned, faster with it. He finishes drums right there.
Tower has fallen.
Yep, going for Blade Mail next too. Really good against the Exorcism, really good against the Puck. Good at fighting PA early as well. I'm a big fan of Spectre builds like this. You can always go Radiance as like a 4th, 3rd, 5th, 6th item, and it's still going to be good on your hero because of how Haunt works with it. So it's not like it's a requirement to have that within the first 20 minutes of a game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you get Haunt early on, but without any damage items because you're sitting on 3,000 gold and no Sacred Relic yet. It's so underwhelming. But now he has a drums. He's going to run after Yawar. I don't think they're going to kill him, but as they say that, I mean, they're still chasing. He's not taking nearly enough
points to Desolate though,
damage,
which is
so.
True Strike. So
yeah, so he'll be
not
fine.
actually doing the damage.
Z-Freak, however, will not be fine. He went too far for this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Phantom Assassin ticking down a little. He actually got a little lower than I expected, but he is going to.
Lane Limp in trouble.
Oh yeah, Limp is down middle lane. He is somewhat tanky with that buckler, the Anchor Smash. They're going to use the Ravage as well. They will get the kill on him. Death. Primal Split still on cooldown for 30 more seconds, so they pick up the Shadow Fiend, and now Brewmaster's also in trouble. Dreamcoil locking him in place. He's dead too.
This Puck is extremely farmed for a 4. He's level 8 already.
Grateful to you.
And that burst damage is very strong coming out from him.
Well, they're chasing after the Phantom Assassin top lane, and there's another fight taking place middle. Both Ravages of Titan have definitely done some work. Guess the first one backfired somewhat, but this time it works out well. And we do see the Aura build on Tide, of course. Early Vlads. And buy more time for PA.
Despite Complexity seeming to play maybe a little bit more crisp with their rotations, forward is definitely out farming them. 4K net worth lead at this point, and the kill lead.
Miracle having to get out from the bottom lane, or does he? He's got a Haunt in 10. And they are making their way over his Complexity. Nature's Prophet not here, but we all know how that works. He's thinking about TPing in. Can they find the Wyvern? He doesn't have a TP. Okay, he's going to curse, but he's definitely still dead. So easy finding the Kit Rack there, and probably should be a tier 1 tower kill going the way of Complexity.
Snake King's going to snag one of the bounties, though, so we'll be a 3-for-1 for forward.
What have we here?
Radiant's bottom tower
And CCNC has just been farming the Dire Jungle for the last couple of minutes. Clearing out some stacks.
This should make my life easier.
Closing in on that Yules as well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Death Prophet is a little bit behind. He's 5th right now in net worth. But the Yules will help. But the good news is that Phantom Assassin is almost finished with the Battle Fury, and he's actually managing to be top farm in the game by a fair amount already. So Yawar, back-to-back games, he's having very good early farm on different heroes.
Yeah, this is not a hero that can struggle from damage output usually.
No.
It's pretty much given that you're going to be doing a lot of damage no matter what in every game as a PA. So, despite the auras coming out in the form of the Mech and the Guardian Greaves, and looks like that's about it so far for the side of Complexity. No Crimson, no Pipe, no Medallion yet. Medallion is queued up for 3-4-3 though.
Yeah, Brew has another drums queued up. I don't like that. It's just talking about how they're lacking the R's themselves. So I'd rather see it, whether it's a Vlad's or Crimson Guard even, would also be really good again for Complexity. So I don't think a second drums is necessarily the option here that you're looking for. But
yeah, they really need a Vlad's on their side.
We'll see if he commits for it. He hasn't bought components of it yet. It's just queued up currently. Puck, wow. You mentioned he's farming well. He's got a Spirit Vessel. And he's level 10. So he's got that cast range. He's got a full Spirit Vessel to work with now. This position 4 Puck is most certainly a high impact.
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower
but
is
CCNC
under
switches
attack.
up. He's going for an Atos now
Radiant's
instead
bottom
of
tower
the
is
Yule
under
Scepter.
attack.
Bit more stats and some easy initiation. Force complexity into some fights if they want to.
And they just profit in the
Dire's top
area.
tower is under attack.
Trying to engage, set up some kind of engagement, it looks like, but
Dire's top tower has fallen.
there are numbers here for forward. 4 of the 5 heroes are here. In fact, Phantom Assassin's also somewhat close. Yeah, forward's kind of taken over the Dire jungle currently. They are on top of some wards, though.
Weird split right now. Z-Freak and 343 on the backside. Kind of a sandwich maneuver. But who's going to catch who here?
Oh, 343's just charging in. Hey, I mean, do they not realize how the numbers are here? Jesus. I guess not.
I don't think so.
Just Prophet just explodes. Z-Freak's also trouble. Yeah, I guess they thought it was maybe... I mean, they definitely saw 2 heroes. That just seemed like an odd choice.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they're trying to force the issue fighting on their shrine, but nobody else came, so... Just a couple of free kills.
Yeah.
The way forward.
Yeah, again, they have Han, so I get there is that, but like, yeah, no TPs even happen. It definitely different pages there from complexity.
Dire are scanning.
Well, forward takes it though, and Merkel
Dire's
has
middle
his
tower is
blade
under
mail
attack.
finished. Wouldn't mind fighting, especially with that picked up now, and Guardian Greaves also finished on Shadow Fiend. Are they trying to Roshan? Well, Tide's in here. PA jumped in, but they changed their mind. They want to try to maybe catch Shadow Fiend. They're going to go for it. He's got the Greaves as mentioned. He's going to pop his Requiem. Nope, he gets silenced up. He pops it off with the Greaves, immediately go for the Requiem. Once again, another silence takes place, though. The Waning Rift comes out. He's going to die. Exits a pop from CCNC. He's standing his ground. The play mail going to reflect some of that damage. Remember, so CCNC's dropping, but they're getting the kills first. Double kill for the Death Prophet. That wiped completely, essentially, for forward gaming. As Nature's Prophet is just going to go to the bottom lane and push it out, but... yeah, the double silence on a Shadow Fiend, absolutely clutch. And now Roshan.
Definitely, and that anchor smash by snaking completely saves CCNC's
Dire's
life
middle
there.
tower is
He's
under
very
attack.
low. Nice save by Kitrek as well. That was... could have gone either way, but great spell usage by forward.
Z-Freak. Oh, he almost timed it right. They sprouted for the vision. He rolled in, but just too late. So MSS gets the kill. Yoar did pick up the Aegis on Phantom Assassin. And forward gaming, talk about a momentum, really. I mean, 10,000 net worth lead just like that, it feels like. And it's going to get worse, apparently. They also catch the Nature's Prophet eventually. And this is a lineup that's really come online now. Death Prophet, of course, a big part of that as far as pushing towers. And Phantom Assassin will just continue to farm accelerated.
Yeah, Puck is styling too. MSS is doing a lot of work. The amount of damage that he puts out, as well as the control from the coil and the silence, is doing wonders for the forward fight.
Yeah, I was a little skeptical on the second pick Puck, especially to run it in that position 4, but you were mentioning MSS. This is a comfort hero for him, and absolutely seeing it. Do the work. Kitrat gets out bottom lane. As Brewmaster can't do much about it. He jumped in with the blink, but unable to do any follow-up. He does have a Vlad queued up now, so he ended up going the blink dagger and is thinking about getting the Vlads, but again, it's going to be a much later Vlads at this point for the team. And forward, they're just going to go. They're going to go for tier 2. They have Exorcism up in 15 seconds. So speaking of that, by the way, Death Prophet ended up going a Rod of Atos. So he didn't even finish the Yules, but he's going to have a Yules now very shortly.
You want that early stats from the Atos. I mean, that probably kept him alive in that last fight, to be honest. And we've got the Deso on PA as well, so Yoar is well on his way to being a unstoppable force in this game.
Earth Spirit, he might be in an awkward spot. There's the Rod.
Location.
We got the silence off at least, but now he's going to be silenced, although he got the roll off first. They're going to chase the burn. Not going to go for it. Just up north, though, they get a pick on MSS, does complexity. A good distraction there from Z-Freak.
Just kind of out of position on the puck.
Under attack.
Yoar, he says, guys, let's get some objectives. There's nothing to kill in the top lane.
Deso finished. Good for objectives right there, Z-Freak.
He's going to go after him.
Well, one more dagger probably kills him. Yep, jumps in.
Impressive, actually.
Jeez. Well, there you go, Z-Freak. A little too close for comfort.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant's coming for Spectre. He is going to go for the third item, Radiance. 2,300 gold saved up. But your team's down 12,000 net worth, and again, forward gaming, there really is no reason for them to stop.
Tower has fallen.
They're going to try to go.
Being cut by 343.
We saw this yesterday. He did this plenty.
Jumps
on a Spectre there, but you gotta be careful with the blade mail.
Under attack.
Aegis, they still have plenty of time. Minute 30 plus before it wears off or forward. Phantom Assassin, 3,100 gold saved out, so would like to finish a BKB, I'm sure, before another fight, but might not be able to time it with an Aegis.
Set in.
Oh,
Find Z-Freak a couple more times, though.
Yeah, if you got a crit there, maybe.
Here's beer in your eyes.
Yeah, like a death, he's going to push out the bottom lane, too, so compLexity, they're doing a good job of keeping them out of their base, at least. And what they can.
And Death's just going to skip to the next wave. Look to cut that one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Doing a great job. We saw this a lot from compLexity yesterday. They seem to really understand how to play from.
Which is it is one of those weird things where it's like, is that a good thing?
I was just thinking that. I was like, well, I mean, you know, it's fair. They've been losing a lot, but
yeah.
At the same time, you know, it's a good tool to have in your inventory.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, finally one of the creep waves makes their way. It's the mid creep wave. Exorcism committed. Spectre has a blade mail, not using it yet. Despite it flying around, Guardian Greaves used from Limp there, so they're going to save the tower with the fortification for now. But probably going to fall after. Well, there we go.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They're going to jump on him. He still has blade. Why is he not using blade mail? He's just so late right there. Requiem goes off in the back line, so Miracle will survive for now.
Yeah,
Brewmaster jumped in the back line, but Brewmaster can't promise split. The silence again. The Magnetize is doing tons of damage. They get the Aegis use on Phantom Assassin, but buyback from Brewmaster. Again, he still has a split. Siphon on Earthspirit. He's going to live, actually. And Miracle's running forward, so this is not looking too bad for compLexity all of a sudden. Ron of Atos, though, on a Miracle. He went too far. It's now looking bad. He's out for 50. 3-4-3. Again, what? Death jumps in without a promise split. What is he doing? He's going to get silenced up. And that's a dieback. I don't know about that. Limp, he's going to try to man up. Kind of has to at this point. Gets a double raise, but it doesn't matter. Miracle with the buyback. So the Shadow Fiend. compLexity, absolute desperation here. Just buying back on everyone.
BKB delivered on Yawar during the fight.
Oh, man. And look at MSS still cleaning up the position for Puck, continuing to do work, doing damage. That's going to be a dieback on Shadow Fiend if he goes down here. Phantom Assassin will complete the job with one more attack. 90 seconds he's out for, I think, game number 3. In fact, there we go. GG's called. Game number 3. We're going to it. The MDL Disneyland Paris Major spot on the line.
Radiant victory.
Yeah, it was a completely different forward gaming in game number 2 there. And that MSS Puck. Really, really good performance from MSS.
Well, that's going to do it for game 2. Again, very good performance indeed from forward gaming as a team. And yeah, the MSS Puck, absolutely. And that's one of those, if we see it early again, I would not be surprised because played it very well. And compLexity just simply couldn't handle it. I got to say, Deathy, we've had some good Brewmaster performances from him in the past, but
that was not one of them.
Yeah, man, that was just so odd. I mean, at that point, again, to be fair, they were already down so much, but tilted or something, I don't know. But either way, we got a game 3, and that's, you kind of love to see that, especially with the first series going the distance as well. We'll see what kind of game we end up having, but it is going to be it with a spot to the major on the line. One more game for either one of these teams. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by Elevated, the MDL Disneyland Paris Major, North American spot number 2. Who's going to get it? We'll find out next.